It's good news for you. We've now owned 2 EVs and honestly, they're amazing. Cheap to run, loads of great tech, instant torque, and actually really easy to live with. So in this video, I'm going to show you the best affordable EVs that are quick, quiet, and cheap to run, and which ones to avoid so you don't waste your money. Now, I use the trusty old Autotrader app for this. Look at some PCP deals, which basically means you put a deposit down. I've said £1,000 for this, and then monthly payments of £200 for 48 months or 4 years, and then an optional payment or balloon basically. So that's if you want to keep the car. Now, I can't vouch for how good these PCP deals are, so do shop around, but this should give you a bit of a good idea. Now, that said, the first bargain that I found was this, the MG ZS. Now, this is one of those cars that doesn't really try to be flashy, but it nails the fundamentals. You are getting a proper family-sized SUV with a decent boot, plenty of rear legroom, and real-world range of around 160 miles for the older battery, or closer to 230 miles if you go for the newer long-range model. Now, here's the kicker. You can pick up a nearly new one for around £200 a month on a PCP deal, sometimes less if you shop around. And unlike a lot of budget EVs, the ZS comes with a big infotainment screen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a 7-year warranty, which is almost unheard of at this price point. Now, of course, it's not going to set your heart racing, but as a comfortable, quiet, and very cheap to run daily driver, it's hard to beat. Next up is the Hyundai Kona Electric. Now, if the MG ZS is all about space and value, the Kona is about giving you a more premium feel without blowing the budget. It's built on the same electric tech as the original Kia e-Niro, which means you get excellent efficiency. We're talking over 250 miles of real world range if you go for the 64 kilowatt battery. Even the smaller 39 kilowatt battery handles most commutes and school runs without breaking a sweat. Inside, it does feel like a step up from the MG. Better materials, more supportive seats, and Hyundai's infotainment system, which is one of the easiest to use in the business. And because it's been on for a few years now, used prices have fallen hard. You can get into a Kona for a tiny bit above budget at £230 a month on a PCP, with the same low cost, low maintenance EV running experience. Not the biggest car in the world, so tall families might find it a bit snug in the back, but if you want a stylish, efficient EV that's still affordable, the Kona is a solid choice. Third on the list is the MG4. Now, this one shake up the EV world because it's proof that you can get a brand new electric car that's fun to drive, practical, and still affordable. The MG4 has sharp handling, rear-wheel drive setup, a proper modern interior with all the tech you need, wireless phone charging, big digital displays, and a decent boot for a hatchback. Go for the normal battery, and you'll see about 218 miles in the real world, at a stretch 280 miles. And because AMG is really aggressive on pricing, you can get a used MG4 for around £220 a month on a PCP. That's ridiculous value for something that is new and well equipped. The only downside, well, MG software can be a bit slow at times, but honestly for this price, that is easy to forgive. Now the Kia e-Niro. Now this is one of my most favorite cars. It is a safe bet. Not the most exciting to look at, but it just works, and that's why people love it. The e-Niro has fantastic efficiency, so even the older 64 kilowatt models will comfortably give you 250 miles plus more, which is still better value than some brand new EVs today. Inside, you get a practical roomy cabin with loads of storage, a big boot, and Kia's famously easy to use infotainment system. The driving experience is smooth, quiet, and super relaxed, perfect for long trips. The best bit, Kia's 7-year warranty transfers to the next owner, so even a 3 or 4 year old Niro still has years of coverage left. Right now, you're looking at roughly £240 a month for a well-spec'd used one, and you'll struggle to find an EV that is dependable for that money. And finally, the Peugeot E208. If you want something small, stylish, and perfect for the city life, this is the one. Actually, it is one of the best looking small EVs out there, with a really premium interior for its class. You get Peugeot's iCockpit design, small steering wheel, high set dials, which makes it feel sportier than it actually is. Range wise, you're looking at 180 to 200 miles in real world driving, and because it's compact, very easy to park, and threads through those busy streets. And even though it's a small car, the ride quality is surprisingly smooth. You can pick one up for about £200 a month on a PCP for a used one. Running costs are rock bottom, which makes it a great second car, or even a daily if you don't need loads of space. That said, I wouldn't recommend these cars. Firstly, the BMW i3. Quirky looks and great fun to drive, but it's got a very small battery and very limited range, which means it doesn't just stack up against newer options for the money. Then the VW ID3. On paper, solid, but it just looks a little bit cheap on the inside and a frustrating infotainment system, which makes it a headache to live with. And finally, the Jaguar I-Pace. Lovely to drive and is quick, but if you're looking at high mileage examples, do be careful. They're not exactly known for their bulletproof reliability, and repairs can get very expensive. So there you have it, 5 fantastic EVs that are quick, quiet, cheap to run, and 3 that you're better off steering clear of. The key takeaway here is, right now is one of the best times in many years to pick up a used electric car. Prices have dropped, choice is huge, and if you buy smart, you'll save yourself thousands over the next few years. If you find this list useful, hit the button, subscribe for more real world EV advice, and let me know in the comments which affordable EV you would pick.